right now. What's up? Yes, I am playing this game again, and I'm casting this match 5080 versus the fourth in a group stage in the Napoleonic Wars Pro Cup or the NWPC. So we do have, I believe this is live now. I'm not sure though. I could be very well mistaken. I do have to alt tab for a second. Apologize. All right, I do have to alt tab back in here real quickly. And we do have the 5080 versus the fourth here now. I believe this round is live. So it is 3-2 right now for the fourth versus the 5080 here. 5080 on the second half wearing the green uniforms, and the fourth wearing the blue uniforms in the second half. The rest of the line here is moving out, and the fourth probably thinking to themselves, if we can come back, being down by one round on the second half is one of the better things that you can ask for if you're losing. But if you're winning, being 3-2 on the second half can be really good too, because that means you can go, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, end it right there. So really good chances for the 5080 to close this match out, but really good chances for the fourth to come back and clutch a couple rounds. We do have Vertzi here, Comcast, Lau, Thumper, I believe the MVP so far. Going to go ahead and fight in the 54th here, lining up. They're not going to take their shots because the 58E are really close. So if they do miss their shots, the 58E can line up on their flank and take some really easy shots at the 58E. And the 58E do decide to do a reverse column here and move off to the other side. Not really an effective reverse column because they really didn't get much of a reaction from the fourth, but they did want to reposition themselves. 58E now doing another reverse column. The fourth are going to go ahead and readjust that accordingly, and now the 58E are going to get in close. Nico, fearing that the 58E might pull off in the reverse column, the 58E decide to stop and fire some shots at the fourth. The fourth trying to reform their line, and the fourth taking some beautiful shots at the 58E. 58E taking a huge loss, and now the main is about to start, but the 58E do fire 3 volleys and take down 3 people right off the bat. Dog here on the left flank. 58E fourth outnumbered to one player, but one of them does get slayed. Doggy Dog trying to do his best here. Seventh right now. Fourth being outnumbered 5-6 right now. Doggy Dog here trying to break out the melee for his best, but it's not doing too much. Rex does take down 3 players, 2 players from the fourth, making this a 2 versus all situation. We do have Rex here trying to go for an up stab, and his teammate does die right in front of him. He tries to go for a turnaround stab, but he's a little bit too far away for that. There's a player trying to do his down stab. Fourth player trying to do his best, but gets down stabbed and back stabbed. There, ladies and gentlemen, Lawbringer does get kicked by one of the fourth players. Really embarrassing to do, and last player alive here, but Thumper, the MVP that he is, I don't think he could have clutched himself out of that round. So that was really great round for the 58E. They took a lot of hits. It looked like they weren't going to win that round because the fourth unloaded like 5 kills right off the bat. But at the same time, when the 58E just got those last shots off the bat, like those last couple shots that the 58E fired, balanced the return volley of the fourth and obviously got them that melee advantage at the end. So now that is 4-2 right now for the 58E versus the fourth right now. So the fourth are losing by 2 rounds, which makes it a little bit awkward right now because the 58E need to win 2 more rounds to secure a win, and the fourth does have to win the next 3 rounds to secure a win. So anything could be possible. Or sorry, the next 4 rounds. Apologize. And Thumper from the fourth here. Maybe is there another clutch inside of him? Roger Rabbit, by the way, another really good player. He's shown what he can do this line battle. The fourth do have a chance to come back, but at the same time, the 58E looks like they're finally in the groove. It looks like they finally understand what to do with each other. They were playing like they were strangers at first, but now they look like they're a regiment, landing shots together and killing together. So that is really good for them, and looks like they're gonna go ahead and reset that round. So I'm not sure if that round is gonna count. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm guessing that round is not going to count because of something that happened by the refs. So the refs are going to say that round didn't count, so they're going to go ahead and reset the round again. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for the score. I want to know if that last round counted, and if it didn't, then I guess it's going to go back to 3-2 instead of 4-2. 58E here now moving ahead, trying to do their best. So it looks like there was a lot of fire on the charge. I'm not sure who that was from, but I'm pretty sure that the fire on the charge was from the 58E. So I'm guessing that the 58E did have to give up that round, and that's So the 50-80 did lose that last round, so it's go back to 3-2. So the fourth are only losing by 1 round now. So I guess according to the rules of the NWPC, that round was taken away, and so now the fourth do have a chance, even a bigger chance to come back. They're only outnumbered by one more round, so 3-2 right now for the 50-80. 50-80 back to 3 after getting that last round revoked, and the fourth on the other side here now with 2 rounds to their names, and they're going to go ahead and stop on top of this hill. The fourth now stopping on this hill. 50-80 on the other side going to stop. They're about to fire at the 50-80. 50-80 firing here, the fourth firing back, and Soldier guys take down Donkey, and Swerve takes down Comcast, and the fourth fired back, but didn't get it. Their shots did not find a meat target on the other side. 50-80 here, now 13 versus 9. The 50-80 do have their guns reloaded. They're going to fire back at the fourth. The fourth are not going to take that return volley. They're going to go ahead and move away as fast as possible. The 50-80 firing some shots, but not taking any more casualties from the fourth. The fourth had a really good idea. They probably didn't want to stay on that hill and take that volley fire, but now they are in the valley of death. The 50-80 are on top of this hill. All they have to do is reform and fire the shot at the fourth. The fourth might take 2 or 3 casualties here, or they're trying to back away into the tree cover. Some of their players in the back didn't get hit, and the 50-80 did miss their shot, so that is actually really interesting how the fourth only took so minimal casualties while being in the valley of death and fired from behind. So that is a whiff of the shots from the 50-80, but the fourth are now trying to back up, and they're even in a even worse angle right now, and the fourth are just completely backing away. They're not even going to go hide behind a hill. They're not going to stop at that hill and maybe get the feet off the hill. They're just going to completely go the opposite way, and the fourth is just going to go ahead. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a terrible spot to be right now. Nico making a lot of tactical mistakes, moving his line in a straight file towards the opposite side of the map that the 50-80 was firing at, so making those shots a little bit easier for the 50-80. And there it is, the 50-80 moving after them, so they do outnumber them 13 versus 7 right now, outnumbered by almost half their numbers, and that is crazy right now. The 50-80 only have to be more aggressive. The 50-80 just get close, fire one volley into the melee, it should be their round, but the fourth right now, if they get enough distance and fire at the 50-80, maybe taking down 2 or 3 other players before they get close, they might have a chance of getting a really nice return volley. But past that, it's looking grim for the fourth right now as Caveman Hannibal tries to hold the back of the line. The score right now is 3-2, 50-80 winning versus the fourth right now. The 50-80 winning 3, and fourth does have 2 rounds. Roger Rabbit right behind the leader here. Nico trying to move a little bit closer towards the 50-80. 50-80 now do outnumber them by 6 players. 50-80 are going to go to stop here, maybe fire some shots at the fourth. The fourth are going to have to stop. They're trying to avoid the bullets, but one player does get caught out. Dynamite's taking down Lion. Apex is being taken down by Ransacker. That is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Ritz here trying to take him down, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Rabbit does take down Bill the Butcher, but the Caveman tries to go for a turn-on stab, tries to go for another stab, but does get caught out by his teammates. And now it's just the fourth getting encircled here. Last players alive trying to do their best, and Roger Rabbit and Jordan are trying to bring out the melee, but it's not enough. They're hugely outnumbered in the 50-80. Don't mess around when they want to close their round. So I believe the scoreline now is 5-2 or 4-2 because there was a reset in the score. So apparently the score was reset back. So right now it is 5-2 right now. 5-2. 50-80 versus the fourth. So the 50-80 only need to win 1 more round to secure this for themselves, and the fourth need to win the next 3 rounds to tie this entire match. So 50-80 are winning right now against the fourth. So 50-80 here wearing the blue uniforms. I mean, the fourth wearing the blue uniforms, moving out to try to get the next 3 rounds in a row to tie this. If they don't tie this, then they're going to lose this match, and the 50-80 are going to go ahead and take the victory for this group stage match. So Nico hopefully trying to get some new tactics out here, maybe to try to get some rounds on the board. He has lost now 3 rounds in a row, which is not so good. When you're losing 3 rounds in a row, you lose a lot of momentum. Your guys feel a little bit like they can't do it. So Nico needs to put some inspiration in his men to make sure it's not to lose 4 times in a row. Obviously, the 50-80 are on the hype train right now. That is their 3 rounds in a row. 50-80 stopping here, trying to fire some shots back at the fourth. The fourth trying to fire back at the 50-80, taking some casualties. Some nice trade backs with the 50-80 coming on top with their volleys. Snoop Dogg getting the last shot of the day there and taking down Core. Now the fourth are going to go ahead and charge across. 8 versus 7. The fourth are outnumbered to 1 player. The 50-80 are going to go ahead and receive their melee with a counter charge. Bill the Butcher taking down Aphex, and we do have Roger Rabbit here on the left flank. Bill the Butcher player, getting another player on Vertzi. Ritz taking out Yorson, or one of the better players from the fourth. That is a huge kill. Roger Rabbit, though, one of the players from the fourth round trying to get, but he does get taken down. And that is Nico on the flank here. Does get upstabbed, sideswiped, and he is just going to go ahead and die here from backstabs. Unfortunately, he does get taken down. He goes hugely outnumbered. One of the last fourth players trying to recover this round, but it's going to be really hard. He tries to go towards around. He tries to turn around spins, but he can't. There's too many people in EU. Takes him down, and Toucan, who's done an excellent job with a thumper in one of the couple clutch rounds. Apparently the score is 5-2 right now, so apparently I was mistaken. The score is 5-2. It was 4-2, so now it is 5-2. So this is the round that counts, ladies and gentlemen. So the 58E do have to win. This round to beat the fourth and take this group match, and the fourth have the next 3 rounds in a row to tie it off. But looks like it's not a GG yet, because the fourth do have 3 more rounds to work with if they want to tie. Although the 58E only need to win 1 more. So the 58E are going to go ahead and line up on top of this hill probably. The fourth are being really aggressive. They must be feeling a little bit confident, which is good to have. Confidence can never go wrong in these matches. So the 58E here now moving on the right side, trying to get them in a good spot. And 58E now stopping. Maybe they're going to go ahead and stop. No, they're going to go ahead and move forward towards the fourth. The fourth on the other side here, wearing the blue uniforms, is the fourth. 58E wearing the green. Both regiments about to stop here. They're going to go ahead and exchange fire. 58E drawing first blood for that round. 58E firing some volleys back, but the fourth are going to go ahead and finish some of the last of their shots. And Jordan does take down the EU, but the 58E drop a beautiful volley, making this 10-7. And the 58E are outnumbering the fourth by 3 players right off the bat. Fourth trying to fire back. One of the players fires. Nothing on the other side. And looks like Young and Rex does get taken down by Coconut and Kingpin. So Lawbringer does take down Toucan. That is a huge kill for the 58E. And one of the last players from the 58E is trying to take their shots. A couple more players are getting reloads off before the charge starts. From fourth coming in here from the left flank here. Roger Rabbit on the left flank against the 58E. But we have Lawbringer here, the colonel of the 58E, holding up a sword here, trying to beat Roger Rabbit here on the right. Roger Rabbit just backing up, and the rest of the melee's not doing so well for the fourth right now. 4-2 versus 6. One of the last players over here. It looks like Lawbringer does take down Roger Rabbit, but Roger Rabbit does take down Boom Diggity 102 before he dies. And Lawbringer closing off that round for him. And now making this 6-2 for the 58E right now. And that is a GG for the 58E, but there is still 3 more rounds to play. Oh, sorry, there's 2 more rounds to play. 2 more rounds to play. So right now we're just looking for points. Each round does count as a point in this tournament. So the NWPC does work on round difference. So basically right now the fourth could get 2 more points to help them out in the group stage, or they could lose 2 more points and giving the 58 points in total. So we do have Nico here sitting behind his regiment, playing a little bit more defensively than before. He's going to take some shots across the map here, but the 58 are not going to feel those. And 58 obviously playing really nice tonight. The 58 obviously were the favorites to win this match tonight. The fourth did come with a big, strong entrance, winning the first round, then tying it off 2-2. But their determination ran out a little bit in the 58E individual skill and accuracy. We've seen a lot of accuracy from the 58E tonight. They did come out on top. So 58E right now winning 6-2 against the fourth. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep waiting for these regiments to finish this match off here. Lawbringer moving his line steadily and effectively on the top of this hill. The fourth on the other side here just very tight in their line. 58 are going to go to stop here and fire some shots at the fourth, but the fourth are not going to take any casualties just yet. They're going to go ahead and back up as fast as possible. They not want to be at the end of those musket shots, and looks like they back up just in time. The 58 are going to go ahead and reload their guns, probably going to move towards the fourth. And they're going to go ahead and do a quick right turn here and probably move out as soon as they get their chance. There it is. Lawbringer moving out here to the right and going down center. And the fourth on the other side, they saw the 58E move off that hill. They're trying to take some shots at the back of the line of the 58E, but they're not going to get any at that range. It's really hard to, especially when you have to arc your bullets over a hill like that. But there could have been a chance where that volley could have been devastating. So we have the 58E here lining up to the right side of Lawbringer. Lawbringer about to tell his guys to take some shots at the fourth. The fourth are at the bottom of the hill, so this could be some easy shots for the 58E. 2 players right off the bat. Ransacker taking down Toucan, and Dagobah taking down Colonel Nico. And ladies and gentlemen, Young Kingpin is taken down by EU. Red's taken down Lyle, and Red Viper did slay Dinkelberg there. Didn't see what offense he did, but there it is. The 58E firing some shots across map. Oh, there was an OA from Dinkelberg, so that might get an OA reset or something like that. 58E here fires some shots at the fourth. The fourth on the other side, struggling to stay alive in this confrontation. 12 versus 8. Fourth outnumbered by 4 players, not doing so well for themselves. We do have Vertzi here in the back, and we have Roger Rabbit. We do have Rex there in the back. 58E, Ransacker the fighter, doing 8-0 right now. He hasn't died a single time since the second half has started. He's doing excellent for the 58E, 8-0 right now, and he is doing so well. Fourth going to stop here, maybe fire some shots at 58E, but the 58E going for the charge. One of their players does make contact. They do have to charge now. They can't reload and fire anymore. Roger Rabbit trying to do his best here on the left. Afax taking down 2 players. Bill the Butcher, Vertzi taking down Remen, and Dynamics being taken up on FX. Roger Rabbit backing up, taking 2. Roger Rabbit's playing really smart right now. He's taking away 2 players away from the fight right now, and Roger Rabbit is actually slayed, so that is actually really awkward for him. 3 versus 5 right now. 58E bringing it back in the melee. The fourth looked really good at the beginning of the melee, but the 58E did bring it back here, and we have Boom Diggity here trying to find a teammate to try to help out, and now we do have Swerp here trying to take one of the fourth players down. Goes for an upstab, but does get blocked off by that fourth player. Fourth player about to get be backstabbed by a teammate. Goes for a stab, but does not get it off, and Swerp here trying to finish off. Swerp does take down Yorsener. That is a huge kill. One last player alive here. Thumper, the clutcher of the fourth right now, is trying to do his best. It's a very clutchable situation. 1 versus 3. He does have a sword in his hand, which does have a little bit of advantage over a musket. So he is going for those stabs, but Swerp not making it count, and that is Swerp versus Thumper right there, making this a 7-2 scoreline. Ladies and gentlemen, last round of this match. We do have Thumper going down there, making this 7-2 for the 58E. Last round of the match, ladies and gentlemen. It could be 8-2 or 7-3. 58E on the other side here must be feeling really confident about this match. They were the favorites to win, but the fourth did give him a good fight. So 58E here now moving out of spawn, feeling really confident. Some of them dropping their swords at spawn, others keeping them for good luck. Maybe they need to butter their bread while they're on the march here. Now 58E on the other side of the map, fourth, maybe taking some shots. Ransacker Fighter doing really well, 8-1. Did die that last round though. His KD of being 8-0 did go down the whole that round, but he is doing really impressively. Ritz, Ipa, EU, Riemann, Dynamics, Bill the Butcher, and Swerp. Swerp getting the last 2 kills that finished in the favor of the 58E, doing really well for himself. Fourth trying to fire some shots. Some of those shots actually land close to the 58E, which is really impressive as they went through 2 trees. So that is really good shooting from the fourth. Now the fourth do have more of an open view. Nico's going to go ahead and order his line to reform the line to his right a little bit to get a better angle on the 58E, but the 58E are on top of that hill, so they do have the advantage here. The fourth are going to go ahead and reform their line, but there's a huge gap there in the center, and Comcast takes down Dinkelberg, and Lau takes down Ransacker the fighter, and but Cora does fire back and does take down Comcast from the 58E. 58E try to fire some shots back, and there's Ipa taking down Apex. Apex is a huge kill right now from the 58E, and not looking so good right now for these players. And Boom Diggity trying to fire some shots at the enemy here, and is going to go ahead and turn around, do a 360 no scope. Can he pull it off? No, he doesn't. And the 58E on top of the hill. They do have the hill advantage, plus the accuracy the 58E have shown tonight. They can win this round if they put their minds to it. 58E firing some shots, but not landing any. The fourth are not landing any shots either, which makes this a really good turnout for them. But there it is, Boom Diggity taking down Lyle. And one of the players does get hit from the 50. Now that player that get hit is going to fire back by not getting any kills. And there it is, one player here on the right. Lawbringer trying to take the shot himself, but nothing just yet. And there it is, Boom Diggity getting the second headshot there on Dog. And he is doing really well with the shooting tonight. 8 versus 11. Fourth is going to probably lose this shootout if they keep on the bottom of the hill there. Lawbringer lining up his gun again. Can he fire? Will he fire? Yes, he did. Did he make contact? That is not true. Caveman Hannibal does get taken down by, or does take down Ipa. Sorry, 58E losing one member, now making this 8-10, being outnumbered by 2 players. The 58E on top of this hill, there is EU, does take down Caveman Hannibal, getting the revenge kill, and Boom Diggity taking down Young Kingpin. Boom Diggity now taking 3 players down from the fourth. Boom Diggity showing some really good accuracy in this specific round, and the fourth trying to bring this back from the bottom of this hill. Fourth firing back, only outnumbered by 4 players in a shootout. That could be detrimental. But I believe the 58E have so many players alive that even if they lose, if they take trades, it won't be enough. There it is, Core taking down Yorsener, but Roger Rabbit does finally bring him back and take down Dynamics with a shot off the bat. And it looks like The fourth will have to back away here. The fourth are backing up. They realize that that confrontation is not going to come out on favor for them, so they're going to go ahead and back up, and it's going to end up as them backing up, and the 5080 are going to go ahead and reloads off and probably go on the chase here. And we do have the 5080 reloading, and they're going to go on the chase for the fourth. This is the last round of the group stage for the Napoleonic Wars Pro Cup. 5080 versus the fourth. 5080 winning right now 11-2. Sorry, not 11. 7-2. Lawbringer now here on the right side, probably waiting for something. And looks like Lawbringer is actually just going to stay on top of this hill. He's not going to go ahead and move at all. And the fourth on the other side, just waiting. It looks like Lawbringer is finally telling his guys to move out here. They're going to go ahead and move here on the right side. Fourth here on the other side have been circling the same spot. They've been trying to bait the 5080 or maybe just get the 5080 off that hill, and they've done exactly that. So they're going to go ahead and stop their line here, and two other players are going to get some reloads off. One of their players does make it to the top of the hill, trying to get some little bit early view of what's coming over this hill, and looks like they did exactly that. Now the 5080 are going to go ahead and stop here to maybe take some shots at the fourth. The fourth looks like they're going to go for a charge. The fourth are going to go in for a charge. No, the fourth is trying to line up their line real quickly and fire some shots at the 5080, and now they're just looking at each other right now, and then looks like the 5080 are going to go ahead and line up their shots, maybe fire, and they're just kind of looking at each other right now, so I'm not sure what's going to go down. It looks like they're going to set up some duels, and there's a gentleman's agreement apparently from Viper. Looks like there's some duels going on. Ritz versus Toucan here. Ritz versus Toucan here. They decided to some duels. Ritz taking on Toucan. And that is one duel for him right there. We haven't seen a lot of duels pop up in the middle of matches, at least pro matches for the league. So that is really interesting to see. There's a beautiful turn on. Stab goes for a down stab. And Bill the Butcher here watching as two players fight it off between both of his regiments. And we do have Ritz taking down Vertzi now, another player. Ritz with 2 kills in this duel. He's going to go ahead and order to be back to the line. Next player is going to go ahead up to Bill the Butcher. It's going to go up to the front. He's going to go ahead and go against Thumper. Thumper, one of the really good mailers from the fourth. Can he do it? It goes for a down stab and does not get any contact. Ritz trying to counter. Oh, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful feints from Thumper there. 2 down feints in a row to try to fake out the block there. He doesn't get them stabbed, but Ritz has taken down 2 players before, and there it is. Bill the Butcher does take down Thumper with 1 stab there at the bottom, and now it is one of the last players here. It is Roger Rabbit. 5080 showing off their individual talent. Roger Rabbit here, waiting for his enemy to get a little bit closer. They're doing a duel here, and Roger Rabbit does stab him once, stabs him twice, and Boom Diggity does go down. So it looks like there's one more coming up ahead, and that is EU is better than NA, and he's going to go ahead and stop right here and fight Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit doing a lot of feints here, but he is going to go ahead and back up. EU is better than NA, does get taken out by Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit with a beautiful down attack. So now up next from the 5080 is EU. Is way better than NA apparently. So there's 2 of them, and does get stabbed down once. Roger Rabbit to go for a down stab, maybe an up attack. He's going to go ahead and feint up and down, and Roger Rabbit trying to do his best, but EU is trying to stab and up, but does get blocked off. Goes for a down and stab again, and Roger Rabbit does take down EU's better than NA. So 5080 make another person step forward. Core now up front. Core goes for a down feint, tries to do a down hold, but it's not going to fool Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit does get behind Core, but bounces off. Unfortunately, it does bounce off. Core now trying to do his own fakes. Does get kicked in the face, and Roger Rabbit kicks him in the face and takes him down. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not see that again. That was beautiful, beautifully done by Roger Rabbit, and Core getting kicked in the face, and Roger Rabbit finishing off, making this 2 versus 5. They're just dueling there in the center. I don't know why this hasn't happened before. In the Pro Cups, we haven't seen people go into duels before in the middle of their line battles, but this is actually really interesting to see. Bill the Butcher now up front here against Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit trying to do his best here, and does go for an up block, does go for a turn on stab, but doesn't get down. Bill the Butcher goes for an up feint, then down feint, almost gets Roger Rabbit out of a block here, but doesn't get him down, and up attack. Going down, going up. There it is. Roger Rabbit taking down Bill the Butcher with a beautiful up and down feint there. And now another player. Ritz moving up front here. Ritz hasn't lost the duel yet. Will he lose one to Roger Rabbit? Roger Rabbit backing up. Can we have an MVP of the year here, or MVP of this match right now? Maybe if it switched over to Roger Rabbit for doing really well for himself. And looks like this is the last round of the Twitch of this This is the last round of the NWPC group stage for these two regiments. I'm not sure when the next match will be for another group here. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Rabbit goes for a down. He just going to chamber off. Roger Rabbit trying to do his best here. Ritz trying to ruin the dream of his complete Clutcherino. So it is a little bit awkward for Ritz right now. He must be a little nervous here. And does get a down chamber, but doesn't kill him. Roger Rabbit goes for another kick and does take down Ritz with another kick. Roger Rabbit from the fourth showing off his stuff right now. And it is Swerp, Lawbringer, and Ramen left. So looks like there is. Looks like Ramen is gonna go after Roger here. Rabbit here now on the end here, trying to go do his best here. Beautiful kick. Yeah, Roger. There it is. Roger Rabbit taking down Ramen. Can Roger Rabbit kill all these people? He hasn't lost the duel, and he is completely going absolute ham with the way he's doing things. So 58E must be feeling a little bit humiliated right now because the 58E did have a lot of individual talent, and then Roger Rabbit just completely shut them up, and with 2 kick kills. So that is huge, huge, huge. Even though the fourth are gonna they lost this match, the fourth are gonna come out on top with that beautiful, well done. Duel from Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit now trying to last player alive, and he's gonna go ahead and go for the upstab on that player on the right here. And looks like he accepted the duel. They're gonna do another duel. We're gonna have Swerp versus Roger Rabbit here. Roger Rabbit goes for a down stab and does go for a turn on stab, but Roger Rabbit does get the first stab off. Almost dies here. He goes for a turn on stab, and Roger Rabbit has the dream to be in a 1 versus all clutch here. And goes for a down stab, but does get out of range. And there it is. Roger Rabbit taking down Swerp. Roger doing really well right now. Roger now against the last player of the 58E. Roger trying to get this last clutch. Can Lawbringer crush his dreams of beating an entire regiment individually? And Roger Rabbit goes with the outflamer and takes down Lawbringer. Roger Rabbit becoming the MVP of this match with going in a 1 versus all situation. The duels. Roger Rabbit unbelievably unstoppable in duels. He might not do that good in group fighting, but when it comes to duels, he knows exactly what to do. And ladies and gentlemen, the 58E winning this match 7-2. Winning this match 7-3. The fourth losing 7-3. So that is incredible. The 58E might have won this match, but the real MVP was Roger Rabbit from the fourth in that last round with the duels. So thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is George. Head organizer of the Twitch Napoleonic Wars, casting a Napoleonic Wars Pro Cup match league. So thank you so much for letting me do that for you guys, and hopefully we'll have some more matches for you guys in the future. It has been 8th Colonel George, and I have to go do my own 1v1. Hopefully you guys go and enjoy yourselves in Mountain Blade Warband and get your individual melee up there, so one day you can be on the big screen and become a little bit richer while playing Mountain Blade. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Rabbit, the real MVP.